welcome to another episode of Comics Review. I'm your host, Kevin Starkey. Let's go ahead and get right to it. The first comic I want to talk about today is Lucid. This is issue number 1. It's by Archaea. And the writer on this is Michael McMillan, and the artist is Anna, I can't even pronounce the last name, I don't know. You'll have to figure that one out on your own. I like the art in this one. This is a new one. And the art is very stylized. It's a neat use of colors. I really like it. And the story is pretty cool. It's about, well, actually there's something in here I wanted to read. This kind of explains it pretty good. Okay, Edison, you're telling me a religious cult that worships UFOs kidnapped one of our most gifted astrophysicists and stuffed him full of magic mushrooms to open a wormhole to another dimension? And then, that's just something that was said in here. That kind of explains what's going on here. There's basically this magical intelligence agency or something like that. Let me see, what is it called? It's known by only a few people in the government. Most of the public doesn't know about it, and most people in the government don't know about it. And yeah, it's like the magical intelligence community or something like that. It's really a neat story. Some supernatural stuff going on, and there's people in this agency that have these powers and stuff. And then there's bad guys that have weapons that can prevent them, or thwart those powers. And it looks like they're going to go on missions, and there's going to be weird stuff going on, and they're going to save the day basically. But that's Lucid number 1. The next one I want to talk about is John Moore presents Richie Smith's Dead Soldier. This is issue number 1 of 4. And this one, I had no idea what this was going to be about. I just thought, well, a war story, that should be kind of different. I haven't really read too much like that. This thing has some really interesting art styles in it. Let's see. The art on this one is Dean Hirapiat. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. But there's this soldier who fought in World War I. Some event occurred, and I guess his whole platoon or whatever was wiped out, and he's like the only survivor. And some weird event happened to him. It turned him into some kind of a killing machine or something. And basically he's going around to different battles throughout history, I guess from World War II forward, and just wreaking havoc and stuff. And it takes place in Darfur, I think. It shows some stuff in the past with this guy, and then it shows him in the future, in the present, I guess. And the government's there, and they've captured this guy, and they bring in some special guy to talk to him and try to get some secrets about who he is, because they don't know who he is. And it's some really cool stuff. And then in the end, the guy busts loose, and it sort of ends there. Really a cool comic, really neat art, and the writing's cool. Definitely wasn't what I was expecting, but I really like it. It's a very neat comic. Definitely pick that one up. Dead Soldier. The next one I want to talk about is American Vampire. I actually was thinking this series was ending. This is issue number 6. This is by Vertigo. This is the one that Stephen King was writing on. It looks like he's not writing on it for this one. Scott Snyder's the writer, and Raphael Albuquerque's the artist, and the art is really cool in this series. The coloring's always really cool. Vampires, I mean, it's cool stuff. There's this one now is taking place in Las Vegas, and some of the characters from the previous issues are in this one, but it seems like the story's really changed for this one. It's still really neat, and I have no idea where they're going with it, but I enjoy it. I don't really care. It's like I don't really care because the stories are good, and they keep telling different stories here. So definitely pick that one up. If you like vampires and you like, it takes place in like the 1930s, and it's good art. It's a fun read. The last one I want to talk about is Whispers in the Walls. This is by Humanoids Publishing, I guess. Um, this is issue number 2 of 6, and this one is really some cool art, coloring. A lot of the stuff in here is really dark. Dark. You gotta. It probably doesn't show up on camera very good, but this is cool. There's like it takes place in 1940s, late 1940s. I think it's in Czechoslovakia, and there's these children. The main character here, she's Sarah. They're taken by some government people, and she's being told that her parents are dead, all her family's dead, and that they want to. It's like in a hospital or whatever where they put her, and they want to protect her and they want to treat her, and they think that she has some kind of a virus, and a lot of people have it, and there's a lot of kids at this hospital, but they're all sequestered, and none of them are allowed to see each other or play or anything like that. But the kids have figured out how to get through the walls and to see each other and hang out together, basically, without the adults knowing about it. And they've basically found out, the kids have, that the adults are lying to them, that something else is going on here, that maybe they're giving them the virus, or they found older people there that were brought there as kids in the past, and they tell them that they were just like them at one time, and then they turned into monsters, and then the adults locked them into a special part of the building, and that those kids are going to turn into monsters like them, and it kind of scares the crap out of the kids. And then this main character Sarah, something weird happens to her close to the end of this one, and she also hears these voices, and it's a really cool story. My wife is actually reading this one too, and is really digging it. So that's kind of odd because she's not really into comics. But this one, definitely pick that one up if you can. It's by Humanoids, Whispers in the Walls. Very good. And that is it for this week. If you could leave a message on YouTube or over on my blog at twodognight.net. I like chatting with people about comics, and let me know what you're reading. And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.